Why don't my teenagers like going to church? They're in a transition phase, and the church doesn't always help with transitions very well. It tends to have a very static way of teaching. It seems like churches teach little kids well. They certainly modify the Bible stories to fit little children. But in the teen years, they don't exactly know what to do. And there were a few people who did some work on this. M. Scott Peck, a guy named James Fowler, wrote a book on stages of faith. And essentially, I think one of the problems has been the church hasn't helped teenagers transition from one stage to another stage. And the early stages are, I call it the sponge stage, where little kids, they just repeat everything that you say, They take everything that you say and they believe it 100%. And that's how little kids learn, they just repeat. But as they get older, they start to move away from that. They start to have questions. And so they go through this phase called literal and formal, institutional, and then somewhere along the way they get skeptical. And we need to help them transition through this skeptical phase. And this can last well into someone to their 20s, 30s, even 40s. And if we don't help them go through this stage, then they're what happens is they're told this is the end of the road, and they have to get the only off ramp from literal and the institution. The off ramp is you're not a part of the church anymore. You just need to go out here. And I think what we need to do is say, oh, this is great, because now you're able to take your faith to another level. You're needed here because we want to make you an elder, not in a traditional sense, but in the real sense of the word, a real leader who has gone through this skepticism phase. And that's a very important phase. It's a key phase so that you can become a true saint, if you would say it that way. That is, you've matured through these stages. So I think by not teaching that faith has stages and that skepticism is a key and healthy part, that we've missed out, and we've given them really no place to land. We just showed them that the only exit ramp, which is why at astounding rates, students leave the faith when they go to college. Because now the only thing we've told them is, here's a Sunday school answer to a college level question, which would lead me to a whole nother thing I'd like to talk about, which is how we teach the Bible. And we'll do that in one of our future segments. So if this answer is helpful, or this response is somewhat helpful to you, subscribe to our YouTube channel, learn a lot more. I hope it helps.